Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our Eastleigh save, and we are in fact at the end of the season, ready to get into the end of season review and taking a look at how we're going to go next year. But before we do, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we can get started on everything. So we are sitting in 16th. We're safe from relegation, so that's why I thought we'd come straight to the last game of the season. We're playing Huddersfield, who are just below us in the league, so it will be interesting to see how we get on against them. But let's show you kind of how things went. It's a case that there's a bit of up and downs during the period, but we managed to beat Huddersfield, beat MK Dons, drew to Fulham, lost badly to Palace and Stoke. But a couple more draws against Sheffield Wednesday and West Brom, which we could have won. And then a beating Charlton last game. We have ended up with Huddersfield away from home today. Tactically, we're with this 4-2-3-1 and we're doing very well with it. So I don't want to change things. We have had to bring in the likes of Usman, one of the youngsters that I'm sure you're aware of. He came in from Mansfield a couple of seasons ago, but he's played a few games now for us in centre midfield. And Max Ridley's had to come in as well as a centre half, basically for us because we had some injuries. But we're all good there. Kendra Simmons, he will be leaving us at the end of the season on a free transfer. He just wants to go for a new challenge. That's fine. It's not a problem. He's not at the level we need. I mean, he's currently playing at Sky Bet League 2 level, and I mean, the best he can get is League 1. So I'm not too worried. We've got other wingers and attacking midfielders that can sit in that position for him. Ben House has been banging in the goals recently, so we will bring him onto the pitch. He will play up top with Ben Elliott behind him, Arango and Akong either side, Usman and Drea in midfield, a Mole at left back, where he will probably be playing next year, I expect, as we'll look to bring in some centre halves or bring them up through the academy. Stephen O'Connor, Magoma at the back. Stan Mills will be playing right back. We've got to make a decision whether we want to keep him around next year. I mean, he's still got a year on his contract, but he's not actually that great when you look at his stats. But performance-wise, he's one of the better players. So it's going to be a decision to make. Okonkwo's been fantastic. Let's jump into the game and hopefully get a nice, comfortable win at the end of the season to wrap the season up, show improvement, and slowly but surely we are climbing up the league. Year on year. I mean, we've spent 2 years now in the championship and we're looking better each time. It's good to see that we've kind of got into the rhythm with this side as well. The boys are looking a lot more connected. We've got two kind of groups going on in the squad. It would be nice for one, but two is absolutely fine. But we'll have to see how things go. Huddersfield with the ball early on, trying to work their way forward from a throw-in. But Akong has done very well to press hard on the fullback. He has to go back, but it does mean we have got the ball in their half. Usman, who's going to look to maybe play it back. Yes, he finds Magoma, then into Drea, who again has to turn and finds Mills on the right-hand side. Hasn't got any support down the wing, but Drea has given him that support. A ball across the box to Arango, whose header goes into the bottom right-hand corner. What a header that is from so far out. He's managed to get power and accuracy on it, going right into the corner, along the floor. A great header, a great ball in by Luke Drea, and we're 1-0 up. Great stuff. Stan Mills received it out wide. He managed to find it back inside to Drea, who just turned a big switch ball, and Arango, near the edge of the box, manages to head home. He's done that a few times. Headers, that is, not quite from that range. So I mean, it's great to see he's delivering a bit more, and we're 1-0 up. 6 minutes in, we're looking good, and it looks like a goal kick for us as well. Hopefully this is another one coming. Magoma receives it inside the box, plays it short again to O'Connor, then to Usman, back to O'Connor, who looks out wide to a Toby, a Mole. He's surely going to look down the wing. He does, finds Arango, who can tend to get a yard on a player if he needs to, although he has lost out there to Bree, who's now coming down the right-hand side. We have got someone in here. Usman's trying to track back. Magoma does well to cut it out, and Usman receives it again. And we look to go forward once more. A long ball forward by Stephen O'Connor. House isn't able to get his head on it. And Bree, again, is on this right-hand side coming down the wing. Morris inside now receives it into Musk, who finds Karoma, who looks for that through ball to Morris, who's one-on-one with the keeper. He hits the post, and we get away with one there. It should have probably been a goal. But we'll take it. If we can get away with it, we'll get away with it. That's for sure. and Mills does end up clearing the ball. 10 minutes in, still 1-0, and we're looking okay. Half an hour in now, and we haven't had any highlights since they hit the post. Really, it's been pretty good. The boys are looking solid, but it is a corner for Huddersfield now. Comes in, back post, header. It's hit the post, and we've managed to clear it. Stan Mills is again getting there in time to clear the ball away. It's out for their throw-in, but we should be able to hold on. We have changed the attacking midfielder role as a shadow striker, just so that they get a bit more further forward. We're kind of a pressing side now, as well as keeping the ball. So I'm hoping that having someone in there who is a bit further forward naturally, effectively coming that second striker at times, would be great. But Ben Elliott's managed to cause issues to allow Ben House to receive the ball up top. Goes back to Usman and now Dreyer into Akong on this right-hand side, who won the press early on to cause problems and get us that first goal. Mills into Dreyer again. He looks back to Mills. He's got loads of time. Looks inside to Akong, who again turns on the spot inside to Ben Elliott. Looks through to Ben House. Into Akong again. It's challenged, but Ben House, it falls to, and he does tuck it away. Some lovely little bit of football there. Some short passing, finding the gaps, finding those balls through. We got a bit of luck as well with the challenge falling back to Ben House, but he did tuck it away, which is great to see, and it makes us 2-0 up. Akong doing well here, turning on the spot, finding Elliott, making that other run so Ben House could find him. The challenge by John did end up falling to Ben House, who did slot it home to keep it 2-0. We're going into the second half, hopefully, with a 2-0 lead, which would be great. We're doing very, very well. You can see a good 4 points clear of Huddersfield now in 17th. We're 16th, which is, a great position to be in. I have to say, especially considering where we were at to start with. I think we will take Akong off. He's not having the best of games, and we'll bring Papa Mendy on. But otherwise, leave it at that. Ready to go in the second half. And let's see if we can continue this good form. It's a ball forward by Huddersfield, finding Greenwood. No, that's not Mason Greenwood, don't worry. He's still at Man United, I think. But Falls receives it now in the middle of the park. We've got a few players around him, so he's having to switch it across. But it goes through to Greenwood, who is one-on-one with the keeper. Hits the post again. That's the third time in the game so far that they've hit the woodwork. And we get away with one once again. A little bit of luck, sure, but, it's okay. I think we're still good for the 2 goals. Our chances have probably been a bit better, and our football's been a bit nicer as well, I have to say. And I might be biased, but of course I will be. It's my team. But there you go. It looks like Charlton and Ipswich are relegated. Derby and Middlesbrough are fighting it out for, staying up. Although, actually, Derby are in the lead against Middlesbrough, and it looks like they're still 1 point off. So I think the relegation zone's already completed and kind of decided. Middlesbrough doing very well to escape that in the end. Not one that I'd have expected really for them. 20 minutes to go though. As we come to the latter stages of the game, we're still looking good. Mills with a throw in on the right hand side. He does play it into Mendy, who's got a bit of time to play it back, but unfortunately Falls cuts it out. And now Huddersfield are going to look to try and work something to go forward again. It's played back to the keeper, who does go long. We should be able to get up for this, and Mills brings it down with no worries or concerns at all. No one around him to challenge. Usman looking good in the middle of the park. It's good to see that he's starting to develop a bit to be able to start playing for our first team maybe, especially next season. One of the players will look to get into the squad more. Plays through to Elliott, who again, he's going to just drive through past the defence, fires left-hand corner. There it is, 3-0, 20 minutes to go. Ben Elliott with the goal, Usman with the assist. It's very nicely done. That's the shadow striker role we're looking at. The striker drifts away. It gives the attacking midfielder a bit of time in there just to turn and run at the defence. The fullback doesn't know what to do. The centre-half's dealing with the striker. The other centre-half's nowhere to be seen. Great stuff. 20 minutes to go. Let's see what we can get done. Usman, we will take off though. We want to make sure that we've got... we don't injure him or anything. No point. We can shore things up, that's for sure. And Kane Ramsey, I think we will bring on for Stan Mills, who is booked. No point getting him sent off at this stage in the league and in the competition. We're pretty... Well, we're not getting relegated. We're winning 3-0. It's all pretty comfortable now. So no need to take any risks like that. We are coming down to the final 10 minutes as the clock ticks away. They've looked they have looked like scoring at points. I mean, they've hit the woodwork 3 times, so they still could give us some issues, but a 3-0 win would be absolutely fantastic. A long ball forward by Okonkwo does end up finding Ben House, who's going to try and drive forward now on his own, and there's not much support. A couple in the middle now who have arrived. Played back to Arango, into Ben House again, who looks back post to Mendy. Can he get it on target? He can't. He just heads over the bar and isn't quite able to get that header on target. But again, looking good as we go forward. We've worked things well, get a cross in, and unfortunately was missed. But Huddersfield have dropped down to 18th now, Nottingham Forest above them, and then there's us sitting in 16th. Still very happy with that. 5 minutes to go. Stoke and Burnley look like they're getting promoted automatically with a few in the playoffs still. But ball dinked in. It's palmed away by Okonkwo. Blocked twice on the line. Who was that? I want to know. Ben Elliott with the blocks on the line to keep it at a clean sheet, which is great to see. The boys still wanting to get that clean sheet, which is fantastic. As we go, couple of minutes added time now, and it should be all wrapped up. Nothing else to see here. 3-0 Eastleigh, a fantastic end to the season with a great win against Huddersfield. Hopefully we can take this kind of form and this momentum into next season as we go. But I will jump back with you as soon as we at the season review. And here we are, the season review, 25-26 season in the Championship for Eastleigh. Let's take a look. So there's been we brought in a few players, and for a chunks of money as well, that had taken a bit of a toll on our transfer our budgets and our funding for this season. But Axel Muse, I think, was a very good signing. He helped us stay up for sure. They were very happy with his signing as well. Pedro Akulea, and a minimum fee release clause. Not bad, a 4.5 million, signed for 3 million, made a bunch of appearances, some good signing there. Danny Rios as well, was our backup keeper this season, but he might be fighting for a place next year. And Ricardo Arango was very, very good for us, as you saw in that game as well as previous ones. Stefancic, again, another player that's come in, a good winger, diminutive, so he's a little guy, but he's been pretty good this season. Nothing spectacular, but good to get him in the squad and about. Panina, again, another player that's looked very good. Blom, a player that I was a little bit disappointed with his performances. Same with the Kong, but I have to say I wasn't really expecting him to be in the first team. So they've played a lot more games than expected, but that's absolutely fine. Transfers out, we can see Brett McGavin left to Glentoran. We have Tariq Owakwe and Sangari both moving to Shrewsbury. Good 250k in for Owakwe. Adebayeju went to Bolton on a free. Zach Brunt to Millwall for 500k. Kavanagh to Swindon. Vincent Harper left us and he joined Plymouth. And then Sam Bailey has been released as well there alongside that. So loans, there was obviously a few loans that we did get out with some of the boys to try and give them some game time, but nothing to stand out. So let's jump on. Now, the board are obviously very, very happy with our position. We did very, very well this season to get 16th. We managed to avoid any relegation. I mean, after a poor start to the season, we really started to pick things up at the end, which is exactly why we finished in that position. I mean, we had to play Man United in the league, FA Cup. So, I mean, it's not a bad game to have. Granted, it was a 5-0 loss, but not bad at all. And we also played Liverpool in the Carabao Cup. Again, not a bad game to have played in. Weren't expecting anything from it, so nothing to worry about there. A 5-1 win against Derby was our biggest. Mias, Smith and Panina getting goals in that game. Match to remember was the 3-0 against West Brom. Alcalá, Stefancic and Simmons dominating that one. The goal of the season was Ben Elliott against West Ham, where we unfortunately lost 3-1 to a very, very good side. Now, finance-wise, we have seen an increase in certain areas, decrease in others, but nothing too dreadful. Competition prize money, 175k last season. We should still be getting some money for that, so I don't know why that's quite so low. Club reputation's not really changed. Shirt sales, Hudlin's still up there, even though he's playing not as many games. Magoma, Mias, Elliott and House all around there as well. It's nice to see Magoma, the centre-half, being up there. This is the team that is believed to be our best 11 this season. Kane Ramsey at right back, Okonkwo in goal, Rowe, Amol and Magoma. Alcalá and Dreyer in the midfield. Ben Elliott just in front with Arango and Mendy either side. And then Mias up top, who I believe was our top goal scorer at the end of the day. I got a manager of the month at some point. That's pretty good. Toby and Moles got the worst discipline. biggest transfer fee received. Zach Brunt, great. Quickest goal, Ben Elliott. And youngest goal scorer, Job Blom, who managed to get a goal this season. Fans player of the season was Christian Magoma. Young player, Arthur Okonkwo. Signing, Job Blom. And goal of the season, Ben Elliott. Top goal scorer, Muse, as we expected. Most assists, Ben Elliott. Most player of the matches was Magoma, who played very, very well this season, which we very much needed. Competition awards, there isn't any there. And there we go. That is it for this season. We will be coming back next season when hopefully we'd have brought in a couple more players. I'll show you how things work. I know that I think I'm going to go through kind of the under 23s that we've signed previously, go through the main squad, see who is going to be up to scratch, who is up to scratch, who we can get in and out, and work from there in the window. Might be a long period of time between now and the window for me, but it should only be a day for you, so it shouldn't be a problem. But thank you very much for watching, and of course, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and I will catch you in the next one.